Hey guys, so before I really get started here with the actual playthrough episode, I want to let you know that unfortunately a little over half of the episode was lost, the video footage, due to my hard drive being full. I have 3 hard drives, SSD, a hard drive for most of my games, and then a separate hard drive for media and data, and that one actually filled up. Don't worry, I've cleared out 2 of the hard drive. Well, actually, the 2 hard drives, not the SSD. That one's fine. Cleared out the 2 hard drives. I now have like 2 terabytes of space. It was just a bunch of junk on there, a bunch of old files. But unfortunately, we lost over half of this playthrough episode. I just don't think that you guys would want to listen to me just talk endlessly with nothing to look at for like the latter half of it. So instead, I just sort of cut it where it cut, unfortunately. It kind of sucks, but I couldn't think of a better solution. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the bit of the episode that you get here. You're not missing a whole lot from the rest of it since we are just doing a stream of consciousness, whatever kind of playthrough. I hope you enjoy this, and I will see you guys in the next one, or I will see you in just a second when the episode starts. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the next episode of our Dark Souls Dark Wraith chat through on Fox with FoxeoGames. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, like the video if you like it, comment, all that good stuff. Links to my social media are down in the description. I have a Sweet FX mod installed, so you'll notice that it creates an awkward look on my character with the brightness of the sunlight maggot. But that's okay. Now I gotta figure out how to quickly get to Nito. I don't know why, but lately I've been forgetting like the path to get to him. I think it's this way, right? Yeah, here we go. Okay, that's it. I should remember that now, hopefully. I believe I died to Nito. I don't know why else I'd be there. Yeah, it's been several days. Today is April 7th, 2020, and the great year of the viral pandemic. The great virus will come to kill us all, or, well, I guess just a really tiny percentage of those of us. And oh shit. And only those of us who are either elderly, immunocompromised, or for some odd reason or another, highly susceptible. That's a thing, you know. Don't worry about it, guys. This virus is not half the deal it's being made out to be. Why it's being pushed onto us the way it is, I'm not 100% sure, but I have a feeling it has something to do with the government and the governments of the world trying to exercise more control over us, trying to take charge of our finances, trying to put many of us out of work so we're dependent on the government for money, and trying to institute universal basic income. Yes, I am 100% opposed to shutting down the economy and public life. I think it's terrible. I think what we're doing is causing more harm than good. We're doing more damage than we are helping. No doubt about that to me. But I seem to be in a minority. Everyone else seems to buy into the government propaganda hook, line, and sinker. I don't. And I don't just disbelieve it because they're saying it. It's not like I'm like, oh, gee, you know, the government says something. I'm going to think it's not true just because they said it. There's certain things they say that are true, but anytime the government and the media both agree on something, we should be very suspicious. It doesn't mean it's false, but it means there's definitely a reason to believe it could be totally false. Well, guys, this is a casual chat through. We're going to talk about anything and everything. We don't have a hard set of topics to discuss, but in this one, something interesting came up in a tweet. Ryan Stone, Ryan is spelled R-I-A-N, mentioned that men value love and women love value. I like that. I like that a lot. I think that's a very interesting thing to say. I think it's a very accurate thing to say. And I think the most powerful part of that statement is in that women are looking for a man of value. Men are often looking to value a woman in terms of love. Oh shit. Well, there you go. Whatever I had in my what do they call that? Death stain? Gosh, I can't think of what that is. I am drinking hot black coffee. Fresh from the microwave. I reheated it. Yes, I know. You really shouldn't be microwaving coffee if you care about the flavor of coffee. But I do what I have to. As my girlfriend would say, waste not, want not. In my case, it was mainly an issue of laziness. I just didn't want to brew another French press carafe of coffee. Laziness wins the day, sometimes. Been doing workouts at home. I have these bands. I'm very fortunate my girlfriend bought these bands of different strength. I can use the bands to do biceps and triceps, shoulders. I do jogging when the weather permits, and then also push-ups, sit-ups. And then I need to find a good place where I can do some pull-ups and chin-ups. Might go to one of the local parks. Rules be damned. But we'll see. Unfortunately, I got rid of my chin-up pull-up bar recently. Got rid of my weights recently. I used to have some weights at the house. It's not actually that important, though, because the heaviest weight I had was only a 20-pounder. And a 20-pounder is nothing for me when it comes to bicep workouts. I mean, 20 pounds would work for my shoulder workouts, but in terms of triceps and biceps, it is not enough, unfortunately. This might be a little tougher than I was anticipating. Oh, no. Here we go. Oh, baby. I like it. Oh, again? Don't hit me. Don't hit me, bro! Oh, I need to actually get around to the other side. Oh, yeah. I knew this was going to happen. Damn it. Yep. There we go. I'm in trouble now. Shit. Let me go around to the other side and hope that he will hit them himself. Woo! This is going to be tougher than I thought. Oh, shit. Oh, there we go. Didn't anticipate the damage. The sheer damage. Guys, love. Let's not get caught up in that. I think the concept of love is ridiculous. It's really it's not even really a thing. You think about it, what is love? And I don't mean the Hathaway song. What is love? Baby, not that one. I suck at singing, by the way. In case you didn't know. I do karaoke when I'm in Japan. But other than that, no thank you. That essentially, love is this ambiguous, made-up concept that means something different to just about everybody. To me, love is a series of actions. I used to think love was a commitment. But you cannot really commit long-term to a person because people change. You change, the other person changes, circumstances change. I got a radical notion. Maybe the right girl for you right now is not the right girl for you 5 years from now. Is it possible that the right girl right now is just the right girl for now? And that's okay? That you don't have to find the right girl and she doesn't have to be forever the right girl? If you are 20 and you're in college, or were in college until they kicked you out because, you know, they're destroying the economy and ruining everything for this minor virus. If you're 20 in college, do you think that maybe the right girl for you at 20 years old in college is not necessarily the right girl for you at 45 when you've got your own job and you're set and everything, you know? I probably should have waited, but whatever. Oh my goodness, I dodged it! It's like a freaking miracle! Oh my goodness, this is perfect. This is working out very well. Oh, shit. That always happens to me. Yeah, see? I get caught in it. That fucking backstab. If I hadn't have backstabbed him, I would have had time to run away. Oh, damn. The damage being done is just excessive. Oh, shit. Woo! Woo! All right, let's get back to it. Let's do it to it, y'all. Oh, shit. That fucking thing right there, I swear. He didn't used to do that. He only used to do that when you were far away from him or out of view. Go, 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 go. I have so much health, or Estus, I'm just going to drink even though it's only like a tiny bit. Ah, shit. That did nothing, though. That was interesting. Like 0 damage almost. Relatively. I think I got it this time. Oh, shit. Don't hit me! Okay. I'm good. I'm good. Woo! Nice. Lightning did a lot, I think. Maybe. Anyway, love. Love is a prison for a lot of guys. Love is a trick. Love is what will get you caught up in the trick bag. Love is what will confuse you. Love is what will make you create your own worst nightmare. Because, excuse me, when you get caught up thinking that all you need is love and love will get you through and all this other nonsense, actually, you know what? Shoot, let's use some of these. 6, maybe that'll get me there. Then you will start dedicating your life to a single woman for no other reason than that you, quote, love, unquote, her. Love her. And what does that even mean? You got to think about it. What it means is that you are dedicated to her because of a concept in your mind. And you think she's dedicated to you because of a similar or even identical concept of her own. And let me make sure that we didn't... Okay, so the fact that I have 96 humanity means I didn't lose any. If the boss tries to give you humanity and you're full, it'll drop on the ground where you were. And sometimes you can actually miss it. So we're going to go back. Let's see. I think we've done the 4 Kings and Nito. So now we need to... Let's do Lost Izalith. Just because we normally do that last. So let's do things... Excuse me. Out of order. Oh no, it's that CV virus. This is a sucky time to have allergies, by the way, guys. Everyone looks at you like, you know, you're the black plague of death. So because you believe in this concept of love, and because you throw yourself in dedication at this woman, you sacrifice so much for it. Like a lot of guys, even at 20 years old in college, will change majors, change their university, give up their dream, not take the better job because they want, oops, wrong way. They want to stay with the same girl. The girl that you date at 20 years old in college, excuse me, is perfectly fine for that moment. I don't imagine she's going to be the girl you want to date in 5 years. Or you'll probably won't want to take her beyond graduation. In fact, I would have to agree with Rolo. Hang on a minute. All right. Maybe I'll edit that out later. If you don't hear me hacking and coughing, I've edited it. Otherwise, I haven't. I think that prior to 30 years old, you should not even be considering settling down with one woman. Because you're just not in that life situation. You don't have a lot of experience. You need more experience with more women. The more women you date, even if it's just a couple dates, the more women you date, the more women you sleep with. The more women you get with, the more women you interact with. Not as friends. Don't do that. Don't be like friends, best buddies with a girl. Don't have a girl who's like your, this is my work waifu. No, don't do that wussy bullshit. The more you get with, the more you sleep with, the more you interact with, the more you talk to, the more you hit on, the more you date, the more you will see what kinds of women are out there. And I think they say 20 is the magic number. Date 20 women for at least a couple weeks each. And simultaneously too, guys. Don't lie to them. Don't make a woman think she's your exclusive if she's not. But the more women you date, if you hit about 20, then you're likely to hit those outliers. You're likely to get a borderline personality disorder woman. You're likely to get a narcissistic personality disorder woman. You're likely to get a bipolar woman, or one that's two of those. You're likely to hit a lot of the types of women that are the most dangerous, the types that, you know, you really need to have experience with. Golly, that hurt. The types that if once you get with them, you know that they're terrible for you. You know that under no circumstances whatsoever should you even remotely begin to consider marrying a borderline personality disorder woman or a narcissistic personality disorder woman. Bipolar, even with medication, I would be very, very weary of that. With medication, if she has it under control, well, the problem is, what if she stops the medication? What if it stops working as well? I'm not sure why I suddenly have all this phlegm to deal with. It's because I started a playthrough. We're gonna do this trick. This seems to be working for me lately. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's 7, 5, 6, 7. Yep. I remember. At 7, it seems to work. So, the more you date, the more you get with, the more you experience, the more you know. And so, you dated, let's say you dated 17 women. Your 18th woman, you immediately go, oh, this chick is borderline. I can tell. She got super clingy off the bat. She's love bombing me like a narcissist at first, and then she's suddenly being very critical and wants to read every message in my phone. She gets really angry and yells at me, and then suddenly everything's fine and all lovey-dovey. You begin to recognize the format. You begin to recognize the template of a woman, and you see what they do. And then as you date more women, you get away from that belief that the one woman you met is special. She's special. She's unique. There's no one else like her. Well, yeah, and yes and no. All women are essentially the same in some ways. Just like all men are essentially the same in some ways. You know? All men have certain things that they want in a relationship. All women have certain things that they want. One. Oh, shit. Oh! What an asshole. Did you see him do that little dodge right there? There we go. I should have bolstered my Estus here, but whatever. I think we'll make it on 9 or 8 at this point. So you start to learn that, yes, all women are like that. Not borderline, don't get me wrong. Not narcissistic. They all have elements that they share in common. That doesn't mean that they're all crazy or that they're all dangerous. Well, they all have a certain element of danger, but not the same element. So you start to realize which ones to be with and which ones not. And as part of this, you get away from the notion of the one-itis, the soulmate, the one for me, the true one. You get away from this notion that there's a special someone just for you, and you have to be with that special girl. And because you get away from that, you're no longer susceptible to the dangerous myths. Oh, shit. I think I'm dead. Yep. Excuse me. It's hard to fight these guys with no, man, the camera's just wigging out. With no ranged attack of any sort. I should bait then attack. Oh, you know what? Since we're here, let's do this. So, to get back to the concept of love, when you dispense with the notion of love, what you're doing is saying, you know what? I'm looking at relationships from a practical point of view, a reasonable, logical, and dare I say, rational point of view. That's why Rollo Tomasi's book kind of the crux and the foundation of the red pill in many ways for many people. It's called the rational male. It's the idea that as a man, you choose the rational aspect. You choose the rational course of action, not the emotional. The emotional is for the woman. The reason that a woman can be 100% dedicated to you, truly in love, want to have your babies, and then the next minute you're terrible, horrible, evil man, and she wants to divorce you and take everything you have, and she doesn't want you being around her children because you're a horrible person. How can she go from one to the other just so rapidly, just so suddenly? And that's because she's at heart, she's an emotional being, not a rational being. That doesn't mean that men are not emotional. That doesn't mean that women have no rationality. But at their crux, at their core, men are supposed to be rational, logical, and reasonable, and women are emotional and based on feelings and in the moment. That's why women respond the way they do. That's why a woman, a man will want to have sex with an attractive woman regardless. Just, he'll want to do that no matter what, married or otherwise. Doesn't mean that he will. He'll want to. That's the difference between men and women. He'll just want to based on how she looks. She could be a total bitch. She could be totally awful. She could have treated him poorly, talked down to him. He'll still want to. Now, a woman may, not immediately want to have sex with a man, but if he creates the right environment, the right emotional environment, she'll suddenly want to in that moment, but then afterwards regret it and hate him and be mad at him for it. Men rarely get mad at a woman for, quote, tricking them into having sex. That's not really a thing for most men. That just doesn't exist. But the reason it exists for women is that women are primarily emotional. So because the woman felt the emotion at the time but doesn't now, she thinks that she was tricked and that it's the guy's fault for tricking her. He tricked her. And as Rollo Tomasi would say, he circumvented or cheated his way around her, what he would call hypergamous filter. By the way, that's the boss of the area, one of the upcoming bosses. You know what? I'm not going to be able to sit here because of that Knight Kirk, huh? Oh, there he comes. Okay. I was going to say, I'd just rather wait here than go meet him. The hypergamy filter is her trying to get with the best mate possible to optimize her ability to get a good-looking man who'd be a great father and also a man who makes a ton of money, which may or may not exist in the same person, but at any one point in time, a woman is always seeking to optimize and get the best possible option for herself. This is different to men in that men often will just get with a woman who's available and who's attractive enough. Most men do not evaluate women based on how much they make, their prospects for being a mother. That's typically not a big thing for them. If a woman is attractive, is not totally insanely crazy, or in some cases they are and that doesn't matter, and she's available to him, he'll oftentimes jump on that, literally and figuratively. Many men will find themselves marrying a woman who treats them like shit just because, well, she's available and it seems like a safe bet for a constant, consistent stream of sex. Of course, that doesn't work out that way. Oftentimes, the sex dries up very shortly after marriage, and it gets to the point where he's now having less sex with his wife than he would have just randomly dating chicks. He could have more sex just going out and trying to pick up chicks at the bar than with his wife at the house. Oh shit, I rolled right into it. Okay, there we go. I don't think I staggered him once. And we're going to ignore the rest of these worms because they're just a pain in the butt to fight. So a lot of men will settle for a woman that, from a rational point of view, he absolutely should not settle for. Now, I realized in... Oh, I thought I could get him before he got me. Not quite. I realized when it was way, way, way too late that... Oh, shit, I thought he was going to knock me off the edge there. That I made the mistake of marrying a woman because she was, quote, good enough at the time, or at least seemed good enough at the time, and she was available. Well, that is never, ever, ever, ever a good reason to marry a woman. Don't marry a woman because she's available to you. That's a terrible idea. Marry a woman because she is the best option for you at this point in your life. Oh shit, am I gonna die? No. Okay. A question I ask myself every day. You want to marry a woman? Well, I say marry. I mean, like, long-term relationship. I highly, highly recommend not getting married. Marriage is a government contract that is pretty much 100% risk for a man, 100% all benefit for a woman. There is virtually no benefit for a man to get married. Virtually none. You can put her on your insurance, but then again, really that's a benefit to her, not you. There's almost zero benefit in most cases. In the vast, vast majority of marriages, no matter who makes more, no matter who makes whatever, the woman will usually come out on top in a divorce, financially and otherwise. Child support or whatever else it happens to be. She'll come out on top when it comes to custody of the children. She often will come out on top when it comes to family and friends and who they choose to believe when all the lies start. So anyway, when your concept of love involves dedicating yourself to a woman who isn't really necessarily dedicated to you, what you'll end up doing is making extremely poor choices because you're trying to do the, quote, right thing for the sake of love, as if it's some sort of pop song or Disney movie. Alright guys, well unfortunately that is where the video footage stopped due to my hard drive being full. As I discussed at the beginning of this episode, unfortunately I was going to include just the audio with some still images of Dark Souls, but unfortunately I'm so much responding to what's happening in the game that I can't imagine you'd want to see it. I think it just aggravates you and annoys you that you can't see what's actually happening. That footage is lost forever. There's no way to get it back, and I didn't save my save file. You know what I used to do was I would take the saved game folder after each playthrough and I'd copy it as a backup in case something went wrong the next time. So I'd always have a backup. And actually on 2 separate occasions, stuff did go wrong. One time I forgot to record the footage. I forgot to hit record. All I did was audio only, my commentary. And another time, something happened and it just quit recording properly. I don't know why. I was able to go back and restore the save files. That's my text message. And, that way I was able to kind of get stuff done. So I think that's what I'm going to start doing again moving forward. It just makes sense to make sure this kind of thing doesn't happen again. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the partial episode you were able to hear, and I will see you in the next one. As always, make sure to follow, subscribe, like, leave your comments, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all that jazz, whatever, all the stuff that's linked in the description. See you guys next time. Later.